that's a new product, a new brand to me called Prime Prometics. And one of the products that they have is the PrimeWand Pigment, and it's fabulous. You watch how you put it on. You put it on just here underneath or just where your cheekbones are, and you can use it as a contour, you can use it as a blush, you can use it as lipstick, you can use it as eyeshadow, you can use it a little bit for definition on your upper forehead. I have a very high forehead, so I like to color that a little bit because it kind of disguises the height, and you can use it on your jawline to hide that saggy skin. And you can see it's very buildable. Tiffany's only just dabbed that in a little bit, and we'll start with a little bit and then build on that.
So now that you're getting to a position where you're having some brands start to reach out to you, what are the factors that make you choose if you want to work with the brand or not?
Okay, when I looked into it, this brand was started on the back of women that have recovered from cancer or that have dealt with cancer. They're called cancer warriors, and it was designed so that the products would help these women feel better about themselves at that time where they just feel like all their femininity has been lost. And the brand resonated with me because when Tiffany was first born, we lost my mother-in-law, a lovely lady. We lost her to ovarian cancer. And at the time, she battled really hard through it, and it was so hard. Any one of you who knows someone who's dealt with cancer knows how debilitating that disease is, and it's such a hard disease to fight. Unfortunately, she lost her battle with it, but during it all, the one thing that brought us close together was when we would play with makeup. It would distract her from the cancer. It was distract her from all the horrible things that were happening to her body, and it was the one thing that would give her a little bit of joy. And so this particular brand donates to cancer research. The products are designed to work with skins that need natural, pure products. One of the other products that they gave me is a brow and a mascara a product that's natural but also enhances the regrowth of hairs and brows and eyelashes where all those things actually fall out due to cancer. So it resonated with me, and that's why I chose to work with them. But their products are also really good. So as you can see, we applied this blush, and it just gives you an instant rosy look to the cheeks without looking heavy. But if you do want to build it up, you can definitely add on to it. I think we'll probably go a little bit heavier on it and see what that does.
Mm-hmm. That's really lovely. I didn't know that. You hadn't told me that yet.
No, yeah.
To them. But the makeup is going on very nicely, and it's not removing any of the makeup you've put on underneath either. It's blending very well with the BB cream, this one.
Yeah, perfect.
I can't really, like, it's very natural.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. I've been playing with it for the last couple of days just to make sure that it works for me, and I just love the way it goes on really smoothly. And especially if you saw our previous video where Tiffany did her makeup on me, one thing that really stood out at the time was that the makeup that's suitable for a younger skin just doesn't glide on a more mature woman, or on skin that's, you know, doesn't have the flexibility, the bounce back that a young skin has. And so this one is really designed for that finer skin of a mature age woman, or, you know, anyone over 50, 60, 70, you know, who still wants to look like they're presentable when they step out the door, but they don't want to look caked or just overdone.
When I look at it from here, I can't actually tell that you've got makeup. By this side I can, I put more on. But when you see it in the camera, you can tell that you've got a nice bronze.
Yeah, just a nice color going on, but it doesn't look like, bam,
no,
I've got makeup on.
Yeah.
I find that it's, when I've been putting it on, I like just applying it straight onto the skin, almost like a crayon, and then blending it out with the brush like Tiffany's doing now. Okay. See by comparison how the jawline is just emphasized a bit more by having that little bit of color there, but it doesn't look too stark like a brown bronzer would.
Yeah, but I feel like with this shade you could overdo it, and then it might end up looking too pink if you use it as contour.
It's funny when she said that, because when the product first arrived, we do a bit of a show and tell. Whenever someone buys something online and it comes and it gets delivered to us, we do a bit of like a show and tell with everyone's within each other. So Tiffany will buy something and then she'll show us, she'll do an unboxing, an unofficial unboxing for us, and she'll show all the products. And Charlotte, now our younger one, also shops online and she does exactly the same thing. And so when this product came, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, okay, how does this work? So I just opened it up, whacked it on my face, no mirror, no nothing. And then I went like this. Well, I'd obviously put a little bit too much, and that's the face that she pulled. I was like, what are you doing?
Both Charlotte and I were looking at her like, should we be honest? Or should we tell her it looks great? But she looked like a bit of a clown. No offense. But she didn't blend it. She wasn't in front of a mirror or anything. She didn't blend it properly, and there was just this purple streak on her face.
So you do need to use obviously a mirror, but you can see it is buildable. I've got a really nice glow happening on my face, but it doesn't look like those clown dots on your face. It just blends in really nicely. Now, I also used what was left over on the brush, just on the bridge of my nose, just to give a little bit of definition, a bit like what you would with a contour.
That's actually what I do as well. I don't put much on my nose.
Yeah.
I put the leftover of my bronzer on the side of my nose.
Does that show through? Yeah, you can see a little bit of definition there. All right, beautiful. Now, the great thing about this product is that you can actually use it also as lipstick if you want to. For my lips, what I'm going to do is actually line the lips a little bit. And I tend to color in the outer sections of my lips, because then I find that if I leave the middle sections a bit lighter, it kind of creates like a 3D effect. I don't know, that's what I think. Okay, and what I do to apply this, rather than apply it straight onto my lips, is I actually use just a little angled brush. It just gives me a little bit more control on how I put the color on. Now I've only done the bottom lip, and have a look at how pretty that color is just on its own.
It's nice, and it ties in nice with the bronzing.
With the blush, yeah.
As well.
And it's not too strong a color. It's more like your lip color, but better. Okay, and then another product they sent to me is the lip gloss. Now, you know what it's like when you buy some lip glosses? They're really tacky and sticky, and they just run all over. I mean, when you're young, it doesn't run, it stays on your lips. But when you're old and you've got little crevices happening around your lips, it tends to run. This lip gloss that they've sent out to me doesn't do that. And as I said, I apply just a little bit in the center of my lips, just to apply a little bit of more definition to the center. What do you think?
It looks nice.
Looks nice and natural, doesn't it?
It's natural. It's not. It looks like it's sparkly in the bottle, but it's actually not when you put it on. It's just shiny. It's very nice, and it doesn't feel sticky.
No, it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, it doesn't feel like gritty at all. It's just a beautiful feeling on the skin. We're going to be applying a new to me mascara from Prime Prometics, and this mascara is actually very good. I've been using it for the last couple of days. I've used all the different colors. I used blue the other day. Today I'm going to be wearing black, and what I loved about this mascara is that it enhances the look of your eyelashes by 10 times. It's not clumping. It separates the eyelashes and it gives you that fullness, but it doesn't make it look clumpy and cakey, which I hate in mascara. And the benefit for me is that when I put this mascara on, A, it's very easy to take off, but B, I tend to rub my eyes or touch my eyes throughout the day. And at the end of the day, I always, without fail, don't you agree? I always have mascara under my eyes, regardless of what brand I've used. This doesn't do that. So let me just put that on and show you. And I'll put a couple of coats on this side and leave this side bare so you can see the difference. This is just one coat of mascara on this side. And the wand is really good because it's long, but the lashes are not sticky and thick. I've had some mascaras where the wand just pricks your eyes and really hurts me. Here, the teeth of the mascara wands are actually quite soft and delicate, and yet they coat every eyelash I have. Let me just use the mirror rather than the phone. This eye has had 2 coats and this eye has had none. You can see my eyelashes, but they don't look clumpy. They look long and beautifully separated. Here, you can hardly tell that I've got any eyelashes.
It's very good. Who's watching?
I know, you're learning something new.
Yeah.
Louis at the bottom, taking in what I'm saying, because he's obviously going to be learning how to apply mascara on his eyes as well. So I'm going to go a little bit crazy and just apply a few extra layers of mascara, just because I do love my eyelashes to go bang when my eyes open. But as you can see, they're not clumpy, they're well separated, and it doesn't look cakey. Bam, done. The final product that I got is the PrimeBrow Complete, and this is a 2-in-1 product. One end has got a serum that helps to rebuild and regrow eyebrows, and the other end is your brow mascara. How cool is that?
Wow, it coats all of your white hairs.
Yes, those pesky greys, but you know why? Because it has coffee elements in the mousse, which lend a rich but subtle color to the eyebrows without making them sticky or dark.
And you can tell.
And you can tell the difference between this eyebrow that's been coated and this one that hasn't. If I come closer, you can see that this one, not only are they coated and colored, but also fills in some of the gaps that are still visible on this side where I have absolutely no product. There you go. What do you think?
It looks really nice.
All done. Natural, but I look like I'm glowing, dare I say? Do I look like I'm glowing? Without looking too made up and just over the top. I feel like I can step out the door without looking like death warmed up.
It's very natural.
Let me take that out. And the good thing about this double-ended PrimeBrow Complete is that yes, one end has got the mascara for your eyebrows. The other end is a brow serum, which I apply at night as part of my night routine. And I find that what that does is actually soaks into my eyebrows, and I feel like all the nutrients that are in the brow product, that are in the serum, actually get absorbed by my brow follicles. Anyway, that's what I've been doing, and it's been working for me. So there we go, all done and finished, ready to step out the door.